welcome Honorable Guest of Honor, Captain Abhimanyu Ji, Finance Minister, Government of Haryana. I cordially welcome Shri Indresh Kumar Ji, Member, National Executive, RSS. I am honored to welcome Professor Kailash Chandra Sharma, Vice Chancellor, Kurukshetra University, Kurukshetra. I extend a warm welcome to Prashant Bhardwaj Ji, Deputy Chairman, Haryana Saraswati Heritage Development Board. I also welcome David Frawley Ji and Professor Buddev Sharma Ji, and I extend a sincere welcome to Ms. Medha Kataria Ji, Deputy Commissioner, Kurukshetra. I would also utilize this platform to welcome Professor A.R. Chaudhary, convener of the International Conference, and Dr. A.K. Gupta, convener of the conference, Shri Arvind Kaushik Ji and Dr. Mukta Sharma Ji, co-convener of the conference, Dr. Naresh Kumar, organizing secretary of the conference. I wish to extend a warm welcome to our delegates from overseas and from various parts of the country. I would also like to welcome all print and electronic media, district administration, university administration, registrar, deans, directors, chairpersons, faculty members, students, and all the other distinguished guests attending this international conference. I once again welcome all of you. Thank you.
अब मैं आमंत्रित कर रहा हूं डॉक्टर A.R. चौधरी जी को, जो निदेशक हैं उत्कृष्ट सरस्वती नदी शोध केंद्र के। वे आए और आज की संगोष्ठी के उद्देश्य और इसके जो भी कार्यक्रम है उस पर विस्तार से अपनी प्रस्तुति दें। डॉक्टर A.R. चौधरी जी।
इस सभागार में उपस्थित सभी सरस्वती पुत्र और पुत्रियों को मेरा कोटि कोटि नमन। Honorable Governor of Haryana, Professor Kaptan Singh Solanki ji, Finance Minister Captain Abhimanyu ji, Shri Indresh Kumar ji, Member National Executive, Rashtriya Swayamsevik Sangh, Professor Kailash Chandra Sharma ji, Honorable Vice Chancellor Kurukshetra University, Kurukshetra, Shri Prashant Bhardwaj ji, Deputy Chairman Haryana Saraswati Heritage Development Board, Sushri Sumedha Kataria ji, Deputy Commissioner Kurukshetra, international delegates from USA, Belarus, Bulgaria, Germany, Trinidad and Tobago, delegates from different states of our own country, faculty members from different teaching departments of the university, teachers from different educational institutions, officers of the university, and students from different educational institutions of the country, in addition to our media friends. Saraswati River is deeply ingrained in our minds. Right from our childhood, all of us have worshipped the goddess of learning, the goddess of wisdom, to attain success, to attain prosperity, to attain happiness. That is the goal of every human being. But during our journey of growth, somewhere the materialistic instincts have taken over. And what we have worshipped during our growing years, or if I say in Hindi, जो चेतन तत्व था जिसके साथ हम जुड़ना चाहते थे, उस चेतन तत्व को कहीं हम बड़े होते होते भूल गए और हमने उस चेतन तत्व का जो रूप था, नदी का जो रूप था, सरस्वती नदी का जो रूप है, हम उस नदी को खोजने में लग गए। सरस्वती नदी एक द्योतक है, एक देवी का, और हमारे ऋषि मुनियों ने बहुत बहुत साधना की और ये सोचा कि जल है तो जीवन है, तो किस तरह एक ऐसा आयाम बनाया जाए कि मनुष्य जल का आदर करे। इसीलिए हमारी सारी नदियों को हमने देवियों की नाम दिए, उनको पूजा, और हर पर्व में हम देवियों की नदी रूप में स्तुति करते हैं। यहाँ आप में से बहुत से लोग सरस्वती नदी की जो कॉन्फ्रेंसेस हुई या जो लिटरेचर मार्केट में अवेलेबल है उसके बारे में जानते हैं, लेकिन बहुत से ऐसे लोग भी हैं जो शायद आज पहली बार जुड़ रहे हैं, या जिनके दिल में कहीं ना कहीं ये सवाल उठता है कि मैंने वो नदी देखी तो नहीं, सुना ज़रूर है, क्या ये जो सब हो रहा है इसकी कोई साइंटिफिक स्टडी भी हुई, क्या इसकी कोई साइंटिफिक रेलेवेंस भी है। ये सभी चीज़ें कहीं ना कहीं मेरे दिमाग में भी थी, और आज से 18 वर्ष पूर्व मुझे आज भी याद है कि मुझे एक इंटरनेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस में जाना था, और मुझे मेरे उस टाइम के डिपार्टमेंट के चेयरमैन ने ये कार्य दिया कि कलायत में एक पॉन्ड है और उस पॉन्ड से पानी बाहर आ रहा है, इट वॉज oozy आउट, तो आप जाएं और वहाँ जाकर इसका विश्लेषण करें कि ये क्या हो रहा है। It was just like a bolt from the blue for me because I was preparing for the international conference, but I didn't have any option. So I went there. I went there with my students, and it was a mind-boggling experience for me. Why? Number one, because I had never faced live media anywhere. When I went there, 40-50 people from media with their cameras, with their TV crews, they were just standing, staring at me, waiting कि ये अब क्या बोलता है. And for me, I was a total novice going there for the first time. So I took some samples, pulled something, came back, and kept them in my lab. The gentleman who had sent me, I would like to mention his name, Shri Darshanlal Jain ji, who has been spearheading this movement about finding the Saraswati river in Haryana. He called me number of times and said, "Dr. Sahab, kya nikla uska? Kya result aaya?" And I was taken aback. I said, "Look here, I am a 25, 28-year-old lad, and this man is just 75 years, and he's asking me again and again to do it. So it doesn't behove I should do it." I did the analysis, and the results of the analysis, I was completely dumbfounded, because the sediments that were there, those sediments were derived from Indus-Sangpo-Sucher zone. Those of you who don't know much about Indus-Sangpo-Sucher zone, for them, in the geological history of the Indian subcontinent, it drifted, it collided with the Eurasian plate around 35 million years ago. And at that point of time, when the collision took place, the pressures were of the order of 6 to 8 gigapascals. So in that scenario, some very specific minerals developed. Those specific minerals I was getting way down at Kalayat. And then, when I studied the texture of those sediments, the texture of those sediments was angular to subangular. Now the minerals that I am talking about, which we routinely term as heavy minerals, they have a specific gravity 3. And here, these minerals, which had traveled about 600 kilometers down from the Indus-Sangpo-Sucher zone, were having angular outlines. There could have been no explanation to it, but that these were carried as suspension. Normal dynamics, they had to be carried as in the form of saltation, rolling on the riverbed. So all these things just opened up a window which is there in the Rig Veda, which says a river which roars as it moves, a river in which peaks of newly upheaved mountains float as lotus stems. So the entire scenario was translated in terms of geology, in terms of sedimentology. And then, as if the Chetan Tattva, the divinity, was bestowing boon upon boon on us, the entire team that Shri Darshanlal Jainji had resurrected, we found a buried riverbed. A riverbed in which we had gray-colored sediments, which even a child, if you give it to a child, he will say these are river sediments. And in the entire wall of that channel that was dug up, the entire evolutionary history of a river, how it changed from a perennial to a rain-fed river, they were ingrained in it. And then coming down to 2015, when again as a result of the work done by Shri Darshanlal Jainji, wherein he got extracted the revenue record, we found that wherever the Haryana government was doing the work of Saraswati rejuvenation and resurrection, we were standing amidst a riverbed, and all the sedimentary structures that would have been possible in a mega river, they were all present there. So I would conclude my introduction of the Saraswati River with these lines, that every grain around us, every grain of sand around us has a story to tell, and it's beckoning us. It's beckoning us, come, study me, and decipher your own roots. Thank you so very much.